Hey, what is up guys? This is Rich here with Gaming Tech United, and today I want to talk about 5 times that video games brought a tear to our eyes. Now, of course, there will be spoilers for these 5 games: BioShock Infinite, Halo 4, Journey, The Last of Us, and The Walking Dead Season 1. BioShock Infinite is a game that split a lot of people. Some people loved it, others did not get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I was someone who really enjoyed it, and a certain moment in the game that stuck out for me was you go into this saloon, and in a downstairs room there's this guitar, and Booker picks up the guitar and Elizabeth starts singing this song, "Will the Circle Be Unbroken?" And just the purity in her voice and the way that she almost comes off as a Disney princess, and to see this innocence and, like I said, this purity in the world that has such a deep, dark tone and underbelly and just disgusting history and way of life to it is something that really emotionally moved me and moved a lot of people. In Halo 4, you witness the death of Cortana, and you see that she saved Chief from certain death. And in this moment, while they're interacting for the last time, you just see the struggle. Even though you don't see Chief's face, you feel his struggle, you feel the emotion that's running through his head, and you see that he's battling with her loss while it's happening right in front of his face. And the moment that she fades away, you just see Chief lost. And that moment of him standing there is such a powerful thing. Journey is a game that I just experienced on the PS4, and it has one of the most powerful moments, I think, in gaming of all time. There's this moment towards the end of the game where you're climbing this mountain to reach the summit of it, your final destination, and as it gets colder and colder and colder, your character and your partner are struggling each step. Each step you hear just the struggle, and there's so much emotion going through it. You know that this prophecy is saying that you're going to die on the mountain, and you just keep trucking on, and you keep going, and you lose yourself. You're so lost in the world by this time because the world is so immersive and so beautiful that you really envision yourself as this character, and as you're trucking and you're going and you're taking each step, it gets harder and harder and harder. When you finally drop to the ground and pass out or die, you just sit back, and I remember sitting back in my chair and saying, wow, I don't know what to think. I felt like a part of me died, and I know that sounds dramatic, but Journey encapsulates you in this world, and that scene was so powerful. The Last of Us is a game that some hold as the greatest ever, the greatest game of last generation, and it's a game that I fell in love with when it came to the PS4. The opening scene, you witness the death of Sarah, who is the daughter of Joel, one of the main characters, and this is a scene that I was again left so shocked and so just mind blown from, that I just had to sit back, and there was a tear in my eye because it was so sad. You see from the beginning of the very, very beginning of the game, just the love that they have for each other, and you're playing as Sarah walking around the house, and eventually you get the control switch to Joel, and you're carrying her and running from this just horrible city that's been hit with this terrible disease or epidemic. And eventually, you know, things happen, and she gets shot to death by a soldier. And just seeing the emotion and the pain on Joel's face, you really you feel that sense of loss for him, and it's so emotionally moving. And that's something that that tone carries throughout the whole game, and that's something that I love about The Last of Us. The Walking Dead Season 1 from Telltale is a game that I did not expect to move me in the way it did. I thought that it's pretty much a visual novel, but the way that I connected to Clementine and the way that I connected to Lee made this ending where Lee dies just so powerful. And when Clementine's standing there just crying her eyes out and looking up at Lee, seeing him slowly pass away, It's just something that I won't ever forget. And that song that plays during the credits, you just, again, you sit there with your mouth wide open, sitting back in your chair with tears welling up in your eyes, and you're just, wow. That's something that movies or books or whatever just don't capture, that video games do, and these 5 video games do it so well. It's something that I love about video games, and I love about The Walking Dead and Journey and Halo 4, BioShock Infinite, and The Last of Us, is that they all have their moments like we just went over, and I'm thankful to the developers for it. I'm thankful for the writers of it, everything. And that these moments just come together and just work and evoke emotions that you really don't get in other mediums, because they're so interactive that you feel like you're in that world. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you like what you saw. They both help us out tremendously. Hit the comments. Tell me what you think of our list. Give us your own list. Again, this is not a top 5. This is not the only 5. These are just 5 that stuck in my head, that I enjoyed, that emotionally moved me. I want to hear what your guys' 5 are. Again, this is Rich with Gaming Tech United. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.